as per usual, I'm looking fairly boyish. Oh, good, no lipstick. I'm not gonna put it on anymore. Too far gone for that. Okay, so you guys like my blanket? I apologize in advance for the jingling of my wrist. I know it's like annoying, but I like how it sounds. And it's my channel, so. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Hey guys, what's up? It is me, Susie, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on that link, or that thumbnail, or the picture of my face, whatever you clicked on. Thanks for clicking on it. I'm so glad you are here. For today's video, I have a blanket, as you can see, and no, we will not be taking a nap, although that's a pretty good video idea and I might do it. Instead, we are going to be doing a story time today. So I figured I'd have a blanket and kind of like, you know, cozy up. If you're watching this, get your blanket, get in bed. It's story time, my friends. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so happy that you're here. While you're here, you might as well click the like button and go ahead and while you're here, you might as well click the like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It would be so awesome. You'd be a part of this dab family. Hey. And also, don't forget to follow my social media, which will be somewhere on the screen, hopefully, if I'm not stupid. This is the story of the time not too long ago where I was on very heavy medication and I was completely just like loopy and crazy and I don't remember it. So if you're interested in hearing that story about the time that I was like apparently off my rockers, I don't freaking know, then keep watching. Thanks. Hello, let's get right into this story because it's kind of long. So disclaimer for this story, pretty much the whole time I'm telling this story, it's just like what I've been told by other people because I don't remember anything or doing any of this at all. I might have some details, but like I will never know. Okay, so my doctor suggested that I get an endoscopy, which is where they put you to sleep. It's only like a 10-minute procedure, it's super short, but like they put you to sleep. First you have to fast for like 12 hours beforehand, you can't drink any water, eat any food. They put you to sleep when you get there and they just stick like a little tiny, like such a tiny camera down your throat and like into your stomach and they look around, like take some pictures, do what they need to do, and then, you know, they exit and wake you up. So it's really nothing like complicated, but I needed someone to drive me back to my dorm because you're not supposed to drive after you come out of like being sedated, obviously. So like I thought I was just gonna be drowsy because she didn't say anything otherwise. Oh my god, could I be more wrong? I was like, I wasn't drowsy at all. Yeah, so my friend Julia, shout out to you Julia, hey, what's up, said that she would be able to ride with me to the endoscopy center and then sit there. She said she'd be able to ride with me to the endoscopy center and then sit there and wait for me and drive me back to the door. We had to be there at 7 a.m. Like the procedure was at 8, but they wanted you there an hour early, so we had to get there at 7, leave our dorm at like 6:30, and so A1 friend right there. I don't even know like if I'd be willing to do that because it was so early. Yeah, so we wake up that morning and we get in the car. It's all good. We're fine. We're driving to the place and then we get there and I sign in. I pay about $500 million to get this stupid procedure done to me because that's what they wanted was $500 million. That's all they wanted was my money and the government. But anyways, not going down that road. No, we're not. Then we sit there and we're just like talking, you know, stalking people on Instagram, talking about boys, whatever girls do. Then they like call me back and so I'm like, okay, like peace, love, maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't, like bye. I'm signing these papers and I'm signing off who could be my HIPAA, which like hippo? They explained basically that it was someone talk to the doctor and be there when they wake you up. So like I had to run out and get Julia to sign the form and be like, will you be my HIPAA so she could come back. Before I ran out there to ask her to be my HIPAA, this nurse was like, okay, just so you know, like when you wake up you might feel a little weird. And I was like, what does weird mean, like, in your brain? What is weird? I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, usually, like, young girls and teenage girls tend to get weepy, so you might cry. And I said, hold the phone, my friend. I will not be crying. No, thank you. Okay, if there was one thing I hate in the world, I hate crying so much. I was like, no ma'am. I said I will not be crying. Thank you. No, thank you. Like, goodbye. I'm gonna go home now. I like run out and I was like, Julia, I'm gonna be crying. I'm so scared. I was like, I really don't want to cry. And I was like, also, will you be my HIPAA? And so she signed the paper and then like, they were like, okay, Susie, come back. And so I went back. She put the IV right here in my hand and it was a little painful. I'm not gonna lie. And then I was just chilling, waiting. They made me put on like these fun hospitals, so they weren't fun. Made me put on hospital socks with little grippies on the bottom. I kept those. I stole them. You know, I mean, like, they don't really, I think they let you keep them, but we stole them. So they made me put those on and then made me take off like everything up here, but they let me leave like shorts on and I put like a hospital gown on. And so then I was like, all right, sayonara, my friends, I'm out. And they put me to sleep. That is the last thing I remember. I guess they were like, who's here for Susie Reynolds? And Julia was like, me, and she like ran back. As I like woke up, I guess I was very like angry and just like, what's going on? And I kept saying like, I'm so confused, like what is happening? I'm so confused. I was so confused apparently, like I didn't know where I was or what was going on, but I asked to take a selfie. I said, Julia, I want to take a selfie. And she said, do you want the selfie to be just of you or do you want me to be in it? And I said, both. I want a selfie. And so they look super good. This is the one of just me, be right here. My eyes are closed, I don't even. And then this is the selfie of both of us that she took right here. I'm trying to smile, but it really just wasn't working. Going good. They're like, okay, like, Miss Julia, do you feel comfortable getting Susie dressed? And she was like, sure. So she helped me put my clothes on, and I guess I was super cold. Like she said, I was like shivering. Julia took off her sweater and was putting it on me. And the nurse came in and said, isn't Miss Julia doing such a great job? Like, isn't she such a good friend? And I said, unless she can't get my arm in this armhole, then she sucks. What? I don't know why I said that. That's kind of mean, but also like, and also as I was getting dressed, I had these like chest monitor things on, and I took them off and I put them on my face, and I said, I want to keep these forever. And so I had the heart monitors literally on my face, and I said, can I keep them? Can I keep them? And Julia was like, no. And I was just like, why? It doesn't make any sense why I can't keep these heart monitors. And so this is a video of me with the heart monitors on my face, and I couldn't keep my head up because like I was still just like trying to come out of it. And so this is this video. Oh, I didn't play it. I hate myself. And they told her not to let me go back to sleep, but I just wanted to sleep. And next she has to put my shoes on, and I said, Julia, I want to keep these socks. I want to keep these socks. Can I keep them? And she said, yeah. And so she shoved my foot in these shoes, and then as she's trying to tie my shoes, I start moving my foot around, and I go, does this make it harder for you? And she said, yes, Susie. And I said, how about this? And I was just moving my foot like, what a jerk. Why was I doing that? Like, I don't know. But she said I was laughing the whole time, like just being ridiculous. And so after all that or whatever, or before that, I don't know. I'm just telling the story out of order because like I said, I don't remember. When it was time to take my IV out of my hand, and I said, yes, that's the best part. And I was like freaking out. I was like, that's the best part. I love that part. And so I was like so excited for the nurse to take my IV out. Like, if you can't tell, I guess I've had a lot of IVs because I love it when they take them out. And the nurse came in and was like, okay, here we go. And I was like, do it, do it. And then she had this like big red bandage for my hand. And I was like, oh, red is my favorite color. And then I said, how did you know? And she said, I'm just that good. And then I looked at Julia and said, she's just that good. After that, when Julia pulls the car up, they're like, okay, Susie, we're gonna get you in this wheelchair. And I take matters into my own hands, and I throw my entire body, just like throw my body into the wheelchair. Like it almost falls over, like it's a mess. Like they're like, okay, that's one way to do it. And so then they roll me out and the door's open and I see Julia. I go, Julia, that's my mom. Once I discovered my phone, I started taking Snapchats and putting them on my story. Like I had 20 people message me. They were like, are you on drugs? And I don't even know. Say hi. 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 I'm still on it. Oh, dizzy. I'll show you these Snapchats, but first let me just like say what happens before we get back to the dorm. So we get to Starbucks and she's like, what do you want? And I go, the pink drink. I want the pink drink. And like luckily she knows what the pink drink is. So I get the pink drink and I said, you got chocolate croissants? And she said, yeah. And I said, that's what I want. And so I got that. And then we both had gift cards, but like it only had a little bit left. So even when we both paid with our gift cards, there was still like money left to pay. And so it was like $6, I guess. And she started to get out her card and I screamed. I said, no! I said, no, pay with mine, pay with mine. You're not paying, I'm paying. And I like threw my debit card at her. Like, I don't know. And she said the Starbucks worker was just like, okay. Because like everyone probably thought I was drunk and it was literally like 9:30 in the morning. So people were just kind of like, what the heck? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. There's my driver. She's the best. Okay, everyone. My procedure is done. I'm healthy as a horse. For everyone who's not having a good day, I am. So, poo-poo on you. Right, Julia? Yep, because she's on drugs. Poo-poo on you? Poo-poo on you. Okay. okay, Seuss, sure, poo-poo on you. Okay, so after that, where she drives up the hill of like our dorm and she's ready to like get me out, but I'm so dizzy, I'm falling all over the place. And so we see our friend Kyle. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you wanted to have his name in this video, but like it doesn't matter. So we see our friend Kyle and she's like, should I get Kyle to help us? And I was like, yeah. And she builds on the window, she's like, Kyle, we need your help. Because he's kind of tall and like bigger, like he's like, you know, he's tall. And so he like runs over and I have them both like on my arms and I'm like falling all over the place like this and they're carrying me in. And then we see this RA, like as we're walking in, I'm like yelling and singing. And we see this RA who like, they live in the dorm, but they're kind of like in charge of you. Like, I don't know. We see this RA who's like kind of strict and I'm like yelling at the top of my lungs at 9:30 in the morning. I probably look so drunk and she's just laughing. And when you walk in, we walk past this kid's room. And in the beginning of the year, like I kind of had a crush on this kid, I don't know, but now it's just kind of like a joke, like we kind of just joke about it. I don't know, it's just one of those things that like for some reason, like it's just funny. Let's say his name is Joe, and so it's not Joe, but we'll say it's Joe. So I was like, hi Joe, and Julie said, shh, Susie, like you gotta be quiet, you don't want him to hear you. And I looked at her, I do remember this small moment of defiance. I remember thinking, she can't tell me what to do. And I looked at her and I said, Joe! Joe! And I start screaming his name. She yeets me in the elevator so quick. She says, Kyle, get her in the elevator. And they throw me into the elevator. And so then we're going to the elevator and we walk down, like we walk into my room. And I'm falling all over the place. And like Kyle let go of me for 1 second and I throw my body into the trash can. The trash can. If that doesn't tell you where I think I belong, then I don't know. So I'm sitting in the trash can. I almost knocked my entire TV over. Like there's the microwave and TV are sitting on top of the fridge, which is right next to the trash can. And keep in mind the trash can is like this big. And so I throw my entire body into the trash can, my butt first. My butt is in the trash. And so he finally gets me out and they're like, okay, Susie, like we're gonna get you up from bed. And they're talking about lifting me. And I was like, no. I was like, I can do it myself. And I put my foot up and then I put it down. I put my foot up and then I put it down. And Julie's like, Susie, come on, you're a dancer, you can do this, let's go, get on your bed. And so I do a giant kick, put my foot on the thing, and throw my entire body onto my bed. But I remember this, I only made it onto like the smallest last edge of my bed. Like I was barely on it in like the bug position, what is it, the fetal position like you do in yoga. And I was like, okay guys, I'm good, you can leave. And she was like, further. And I like inchwormed my way down. And so then both her and Kyle just have to grab my limbs and drag me like into my bed. Then I start Snapchatting all these people singing songs. I Snapchatted this kid I don't like, me singing Taylor Swift Mean at the top of my lungs. What? Then I finish my Snapchat journey. Here it is. I am in my bed with my head. For all of you who didn't get that one, that was my comfy pillow and my rocket power thing. But Spider-Man. That's my favorite part of any video. My rocket power thing. The Spider-Man. Okay, have a good day. Right, Jill? And so that is where my saga of craziness ended. I went to sleep, I slept for literally 4 hours, and I woke up and I was like, what happened? So I called Julia immediately and I was like, come over, what is going on? And she told me everything and I was like, there's no way I did all that, like no way. Yeah, that's my story. I hope it was entertaining and at least a little bit, and if not, hey, I'm sorry that my life is not interesting enough for you. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope it made you laugh or smile or reflect on your own time when you were not yourself. You know, drugs are bad, don't do them. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow my social medias, and I hope that you have an amazing, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, blessed by God and unicorns day and week and life and afterlife, everything. You know it. I know it. It's gonna happen. So yeah, with that, I will see you guys in my next video next week. Susie Ann out.